Did you know the Justinian Code, created over 1,000 years ago, still shapes the laws we use today? It's incredible to think that something written so long ago continues to influence the way we live, work, and interact with each other. The story of the Justinian Code is not just about old books and forgotten scrolls. It's about the foundation of justice that still supports our modern world. Born in the heart of the Byzantine Empire, the Code's influence stretches far beyond its origins. The empire itself was a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and traditions, and the laws created there reflected this rich diversity. From the bustling streets of Constantinople to the farthest reaches of the empire, the Justinian Code touched the lives of millions. The Justinian Code, or Corpus Juris Civilis, was designed to organize and simplify the confusing legal systems of its time. Imagine living in a world where every city had its own rules and no one could agree on what was right or wrong. The Code brought clarity to chaos, collecting centuries of laws and decisions into one unified system. Before the Code, laws were a tangled mess. No one really knew what was legal. Disputes were common, and justice often depended on who you knew rather than what was fair. The lack of order made life unpredictable and sometimes dangerous for ordinary people. Emperor Justinian wanted everyone to clearly understand the law, regardless of their status or background. He believed that justice should not be a privilege for the elite, but a right for all citizens. His vision was to create a society where everyone, from the wealthiest noble to the humblest farmer, could know and trust the law. More than just a set of rules, the Code unified the empire and helped people live together peacefully. It provided a common ground for resolving disputes and encouraged cooperation among diverse communities. The Code became a symbol of stability and fairness in a world that was often uncertain. It was a major step toward making laws fair and easy to understand. For the first time, ordinary people could look to the law for guidance, rather than relying on the whims of powerful officials. This shift marked a turning point in the history of justice. The Code brought order and showed that laws could be clear and organized. It set a new standard for legal systems everywhere, inspiring future generations to strive for clarity and fairness in their own laws. This was a revolutionary idea back then. The notion that laws could be written down, accessible, and understandable to all was groundbreaking. It sparked debates among scholars and leaders, and its influence quickly spread beyond the empire's borders. The Justinian Code set an example for future generations about the importance of a good legal system. It showed that justice could be achieved through careful organization and thoughtful reform, rather than brute force or tradition alone. It proved that laws should be fair for everyone, not just a privileged few. The Code's principles of equality and justice inspired countless societies to rethink their own legal traditions and strive for greater fairness. Its legacy still echoes in our world today. From modern courtrooms to the laws that govern our daily lives, the spirit of the Justinian Code lives on, reminding us that justice, clarity, and fairness are timeless values worth preserving. Emperor Justinian was one of the most influential rulers in history, leading the Byzantine Empire during a time of great change and ambition. He reigned from 527 to 565 AD, a period marked by both incredible achievements and significant challenges. Justinian dreamed of restoring the lost glory of the Roman Empire. He believed that a strong, unified set of laws was the key to holding his vast and diverse empire together. To achieve this, he created the Justinian Code, a monumental collection and organization of centuries of Roman laws, making them clearer and more accessible for everyone. But Justinian was more than just a lawmaker. He was also a visionary builder, commissioning the magnificent Hagia Sophia, a church that still stands as a symbol of architectural brilliance and spiritual devotion. Yet despite his many accomplishments, Justinian's greatest legacy remains the code that bears his name. He wanted to prove that a fair and effective legal system could make an empire not only powerful, but also just and respected. Justinian believed that laws should protect everyone, regardless of their background or status, and that justice should be available to all. He worked tirelessly to ensure that every citizen in his empire understood the laws and had the opportunity to follow them, promoting education and communication throughout his realm. This was no easy task. The empire was vast, and its people were diverse, but Justinian's determination never wavered. He saw laws as the very foundation of a strong, united society, believing that order and fairness could bring stability to even the most turbulent times. Justinian's vision was for an empire where people could live together in peace and harmony, protected by laws that were clear and just. The Justinian Code was his way of making that vision a reality, organizing and simplifying the laws so that everyone could understand their rights and responsibilities. By bringing order to the legal system, Justinian gave people a fair chance to seek justice, no matter who they were. Even today, Justinian's work continues to inspire leaders, lawmakers, and students of law around the world, shaping the way we think about justice and governance. His belief in fairness, order, and the power of good laws changed the course of history, leaving a legacy that endures to this day. The main goal of the Justinian Code was to organize and simplify the empire's laws. Before the code, laws were confusing and hard to follow. Justinian wanted clear, fair laws for everyone. He believed all people should have the same rights and responsibilities. This was a radical idea. Most thought only the powerful deserved rights. The code aimed to treat everyone equally under the law. It also helped unify the empire, making it easier for people to live and work together. The code wasn't just about rules, it was about building a better society. Justinian saw a good legal system as the key to a strong empire. That's why he put so much effort into creating it. The code brought order and fairness to a chaotic world. Its purpose was to give everyone a fair chance. The Justinian Code was a monumental achievement, carefully divided into 4 main parts: the Codex, Digest, Institutes, and Novelli. Each section played a vital role in shaping the legal landscape of the Byzantine Empire and beyond. The Codex was the foundation. It collected, organized, and clarified all the existing imperial laws, some of which had been scattered and confusing for centuries. By bringing them together, the Codex made it possible for officials and citizens alike to find and understand the laws that governed their lives. The Digest, also known as the Pandex, was a massive compilation of legal opinions and writings from Rome's most respected jurists. It didn't just list laws, it explained how they should be interpreted and applied in real situations, offering guidance for judges and lawyers facing complex cases. The Institute served as a textbook for law students, introducing them to the principles and structure of Roman law. It was designed to be clear and accessible, ensuring that even beginners could grasp the basics and build a strong foundation for their legal careers. The Novelli, or new laws, were added after the first 3 parts. They reflected the changing needs of society, allowing the legal system to adapt and stay relevant as new issues arose. Each part had a unique purpose, but together they formed a comprehensive and unified legal system. This structure brought order to what had once been a confusing patchwork of rules. The Codex made old laws clear and accessible, so that anyone could look up the rules that applied to them. The Digest helped lawyers and judges understand the reasoning behind the laws, making it easier to resolve disputes fairly and consistently in court. The institutes trained new generations of legal experts, ensuring that the knowledge and traditions of Roman law would be passed down and preserved. The Novelli kept the code up to date as society changed, showing that the law was a living system, able to grow and respond to new challenges. This clear and logical structure made the law easier to understand and follow, not just for scholars, but for ordinary people as well. For the first time, people could know what was expected of them, and what rights and protections they had under the law. The Code's organization was groundbreaking for its time, setting a new standard for how laws could be collected and presented. It became a model for future legal systems, influencing the development of law in Europe and around the world for centuries to come. Even today, the structure and clarity of the Justinian Code are admired by legal scholars, reminding us of the enduring power of well-organized law. The Justinian Code covered nearly every part of daily life. It included laws about property, contracts, family, crime, government, and religion. Property laws protected people's rights to own and inherit. Contract laws made sure people kept their promises. Family laws covered marriage, divorce, and children's rights. Crime and punishment laws kept people safe and ensured justice. Government and religious laws created order and stability. The code made sure everyone was treated fairly in all these areas. It helped the empire grow and stay peaceful. The Justinian Code was truly comprehensive. The Justinian Code became a model for legal systems around the world. Its organization and fairness were new ideas that spread quickly. Many European countries based their laws on the code. It helped train lawyers and judges, setting standards for legal writing and practice. The code's principles, fairness, clarity, equality, are still used today. It showed the world that laws should be clear and apply to everyone. The Justinian Code was a turning point in legal history. Its influence is still felt in modern law. The Justinian Code's impact on modern law is huge. Its ideas, written, organized, and fair laws, are now standard worldwide. The code introduced the principle that laws should apply equally to all. Civil law systems in Europe and beyond are based on it. It helped create justice and fairness in today's legal systems. The code proved that clear, fair laws build strong societies. Its legacy continues to shape our world. The Justinian Code remains a foundation of modern law. The Justinian Code was like a giant rulebook to make sure everyone was treated fairly. It helped people know right from wrong and made sure everyone played by the same rules. The code gave everyone the same rights, no matter who they were. That was a new idea back then, but it's still important today. The code showed that laws should be easy to understand and follow. Everyone, rich or poor, had to follow the same rules. These ideas help us make sure everyone is treated fairly today. The Justinian Code taught us the value of fairness and equality. The story of the Justinian Code shows how history shapes our world. It's amazing that something so old still matters today. The code taught us the importance of fair, clear laws and equal rights. If you want to learn more, there are books, documentaries, and museums to explore. By learning about history, we understand our world better. We can use these lessons to build a fairer future. Stay curious. There's always more to discover. Who knows what you'll learn next?